Hi, it's raining today, so we're going to talk about weeding. I think it's the most important thing besides fertilizing and mulching. But weeding, it shouldn't be a chore. It should be something you look forward to, but it can be overwhelming if let go too long. Personally, I start weeding in February on a nice day if I have the time. Granted, that time of year, it's dark at night. But on the weekends, when it hasn't really gotten so weedy, you can do a few things. But let's talk about what's happening now. The end of March, it's warm here in central West Virginia. Things are up and growing, and we're getting a good rain. It's been really dry, and so I know what's going to happen tomorrow. When I go down in my gardens, there will be weeds. And also, all those perennials will be up. But let's take a look at what I'm talking about. I'll show you my garden beds and how we divide them up into sections so it's not so overwhelming. Maybe not. So let's do this. Right up here, this is what I call just planning your weeding strategy out. You can see right down here, that's what I call my patio garden off from the water barrel, which is getting filled up today, thank goodness. And as we scan across here, you can see my large perennial bed along the river. I divide that into 3 sections because it can be overwhelming with the weeds. The willow tree and the boxwood hedge against the fence, I can do those together. The island bed is a day of its own, and these terrace beds seldom see weeds. So there you have it. You have to just zone it out, figure out what's my priority. Mine's always my perennial bed first. And you decide whether you want to spend 30 minutes in each section, 40 minutes, an hour, and it makes it easier. And the tools are so simple. Number 1, hands, gloved or ungloved. The other tool of choice is the dandelion digger. I use this all the time for all my weeds. You can find those online at Home Depot, Lowe's. They're wonderful. You might buy 2 because I find sometimes they get thrown in the garbage when I throw the weeds out. I don't put these weeds into my compost pile. The other important thing, I think, for weeding your garden bed is a nice little cushion kneeler pad. It just makes the chore a little easier because you will be on your knees getting those weeds out. Then you want a bucket that you can carry into your garden that's a little slimmer than my other favorite tool is my big tub. Plastic tub that you can put a lot of stuff in and it's lightweight. So all you need to do is make your plan. And you don't have to be this elaborate, but just for display, I've taken my garden, divided into sections, just so you guys can think about if I make a plan, then set maybe an alert on your phone. If you're a new gardener, you may not think about the weeds, but if you make this plan and set something every day, you won't be disappointed in going out there and thinking all that hard work is covered up with weeds. And even I don't always know what's a weed and what's a plant when it first starts. So if that's the problem, then you let the weed and the plant grow together until you figure out the leaf structure. The other thing you can do, I'm very visual, is use your calendar. If you go by calendar, I'm sure those of you who have children and grandchildren and activities, write on there, weed the perennial bed, weed the tree bed. Make it simple for yourself, because then you have that peace and joy when you walk through there every day and get out and enjoy your garden. But just realize that the weeds grow just as well as the flowers, and it's part of that peace and joy you're going to feel if you get out there and just do it. So a little thought process of what it takes to have these beautiful gardens that we're working on right now, and you'll learn to love weeding. And unfortunately, when you sit down to rest and after you weed your section, stand back, take a look, maybe do a before and after picture on your phone, and then feel that satisfaction of how much better it looks when you're doing it. And so get out, not today because it's raining here, but tomorrow, and walk through your garden, give it a little time, and weed, and you'll be just thrilled, as time goes by, how easy it becomes to manage what you're doing. So, and keep it small, don't go large. This is a 28-year-old garden, but it's all manageable. Again, we'll see you the next time. Thanks for watching.